Hello guys, so today we'll look at this fantastic question of TP. Here it's the very same type of question that we solved last time. Here again, so in last question, array was given. Wait, just give me a moment. Okay, so an array was given. Let's say an array was given and you had to split the array in two parts. Let's say S1 and S2, and the difference we had to minimize the difference between these two subarrays. So S1, S2, we had to minimize this, but in this question the difference is already given. So in this question, S1 minus or S2 is T, and again we have to calculate the number of possible possibilities of S1 and S2 in which we will be able to achieve sum S with difference D. So the equations would be S1 plus S2 equals to S, because a sub array is split into two different subarrays, so the sum will be S1 plus S2. And again, as mentioned in the question, S1 minus S2 equals to D. So S1 minus S2 equals to D. If you try to solve this, 2S1 equals to S plus D. So let's take an example. Let's take an example from the question itself. 5264 D equals to 3. 5264. Array is 5264 and what's the other thing? Difference equals to 3. It was given. So here D is given. In this case you have to calculate the S1. So the sum would be 10, 15, 17. What? Okay, so 17. S would be 17 and D is 3. Now first of all let's calculate S1. S1 would be the first subarray out of it. So S1 equals to S plus D by 2. S1 17 plus 3, 20 by 2, that is 10. So our goal in this question would be to find a subarray whose sum is equals to 10. So now the problem is, okay, just give me a minute. Now this has become more like a subset sum problem. And let's go to here, we'll write S and here we'll write N. This would be 0, 1, 2. How many elements are there? 4. And this side will go to 10, is it saying? Okay. And our answer would be this. There's a bit of a catch. So while I was solving the question, okay, we'll discuss later. So now filling the base cases, let's see what are the variables. Variables would be either there won't be any what you say S1, here this would be S1, not S, because now we are considering only S1. S1 can be 0, or length of array that is n can be 0. Okay, so what if S1 is equals to 0? So if S1 is able to, in this S1 is equal to 0, we can, like, this will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Why? Because if there is no element, like if there is say one element in the array, then also you can generate some 0 by neglecting everything, 2 element. Then also you can generate element by neglecting everything. But there is a catch. Uh, uh, we'll talk about it. Just again, so if there is no element in array, you won't be able to generate any of this sum. So just initialize this with 0. Now coming to the catch. So what if your array starts with let's say 0, 5, 2, 6, 4. Now what will you do? So in this case, if there was the sum to be calculated is 0 and you are having one element, in this case you are having 5 element, but let's say you are just having ARR equals to 0. So in this scenario what will happen? There will be two-way methods of calculating the sum to 0. Either it can be like not taking any element or taking just one element. So this can't be 0. Or this can't, we can't, there are two possible ways if there is one element. So as of now we'll just make it 0 only, and the DP will fill itself by its own. So what we can do is we can start from here. Here it will be 1 cause if there is no element, there is only one way of reaching 0 by not considering anything. So I believe it is done, and let's look into it. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's create the DP first. Zero for underscore in. This will be S1 plus 1 for underscore in range. This will be like for n plus 1 times. Okay, so this time we have to just initialize this first element. Then 0, 0 goes to 1. So our initialization part is completed. Now we should fill rest of the matrix. For that reason, one more thing we require to do, but we'll talk that while having the code. And take it. So for I in range 1 comma n or num plus 1, for j in range. So again we have to now calculate from here instead of calculating from 1. So we won't be calculating from 1, we'll be calculating from s1 plus 1. Right, we'll be calculating from 0th itself. Okay, so what will be the scenario? There can be if array I minus 1 is greater than j. So in this scenario, what you can do is here you can do like here you have to ignore, because if it is greater than j, then it would be a negative number, then we don't want that. dp I j dp I minus 1 j, else dp again this would be I minus 1 j minus, so we have to ensure that this number is positive, that's why we are having this condition over here. And I think we are good to go. Here return. So this will return an answer. One more base condition that you need to keep in consideration while solving. Let's just do it. So here, this what if this number is odd? So if this number is odd, there is no way of partitioning the table. No way of partitioning the table, so then you can return 0. So if s plus d by mod 2 is not equals to 0, return 0. This base condition, one more base condition you have to add, just to ensure like the sum is always even, and then you can do equal partition. Okay, so that was it. If you guys want to see the code, so this is the code. Calculated the sum, length, and then the base case I was talking about. Calculated S1, created DP, initialized the first one instead of initializing everything. Initialized the first element to 1, looped through it, 1 to n plus 1, and here j we are looping from 0 to s plus 1. And an array comparing the values greater than 0 or not. Here it is greater than, else case doing this and returning. If you execute this, it will execute your question completely. So we have a solution. That's it. Thank you. See you in the next one.